Yes. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a new content I'm bringing you to my channel. It's called Top 5's. So I'm going to bring you every week, at least two videos a week, 3 videos a week. And it's going to be my top 5s of different stuff. So today I'm going to give you my top 5 producers, hip-hop producers, but that's my top 3 producers, music producers of all time. So I'm going to give you my reason why they're my top 5 of all time, and yeah, that's how I'm going to start it. So let's start this then. So DJ Premier, yes, he's one of my favorite artists of all time, and yeah, he's one of my producers. So yeah, so let's start with DJ Premier. He's one of my favorite producers of all time. He's put his stamp down in the game. He's been in the game for like over 35. He's been in the game for a long time now. DJ Premier. He's been in the game for like over 30 something years, man. He's been doing bits. You know, he works with Guru, he works with Biggie, you know, he works with Nas, you know, he works with many more artists. He's worked with a lot of artists in the industry that he's worked with, and his catalogue is very big, got a massive catalogue, and he's one of my favourite producers of all time. He's one of the greatest of all time, and that's why he's up there in my greatest of top 5. So, you know, he goes by the name of Christopher Edward Martin. He was born March 12th, 1966. As I said before, he's known as DJ Premier, also known as Primo. Sometimes I call him Primo too. And he was also part of the one of the hip hop duo Gangster alongside MC Guru, rest in peace Guru, and also he formed half of the hip hop duo Prime together with Royce the 5'9". He is considered one of the greatest of all time. This is true. He's one of my favorite of all time. Yeah, he was born March 21st, 1966 in Texas, USA, and then he moved to Brooklyn, New York, and that's been his home ever since. You know, he used to go up when he was a kid. You know, he used to go up to Brooklyn from Texas all the time. He said how he used to love it, and then eventually he stayed with his uncle. And yeah, that's been his home ever since, and he repped the East Coast ever since. You know, so yeah, and also. Say his music career now, you know, Premier is known for producing all of Gangster songs, yes, as well as many of those composed by Gangster Foundation. He has worked with AZ, Big Daddy, Kane, Big L, Black Poet, Bun B, Cannabis, Christina Aguilera, Common, D'Angelo, Dilated People, DITC, Dr. Dre, Fat Joe, The Game, Ill Bill, Janet Jackson, Jay-Z, Joey Badass, Kanye West, KS1, Lady of Rays, Limp Bizkit, Lord Finesse, The Lox, Ludacris, Mac Miller, Mobb Deep, M.O.P., Mobb Death, Nas, The Notorious B.I.G., O.C., and Papoose, Rakim, Royce the 5'9", like I said earlier, Snoop Dogg and Exhibit, and many more. This guy has worked with basically everyone in the music industry, you know, whether it's hip hop, whatever genre, whatever you want to call it, whether it's pop or with R&B. This guy's work, he's you know, he can work with anyone. It doesn't matter, and he will never fail. No matter who, he can come out of anything, whether it's a pop tune or R&B tune. We'll kill it. Like, he's so talented, this guy is, man. And he's a DJ as well, so he's known for scratching and playing vinyls. And you know, he's from the old school, you know, where we just scratch vinyls and stuff like that, and sample from vinyls and like that. I love his work, man. His work ethic, the way he created, the way he samples as well, the way he chops the beat up. I love his beats, the way he chop beat, and he scratch and sample it and fuse that into his boom bap. And then so also Premier collaborated with Drew DiMaggio on the album Sun Is Rising. Also the instruments that he plays, it's the piano, the keyboard, the drum machine, the sampler, and the turntable. That's what he used to sample his music. Yeah, so he's one of my favorites of all time, man. And so yeah, that's why I think he's one of the favorites of all time. He's put his stamp down in the game, and he showed the reason why he's one of the greatest of all time. So yeah, that's DJ Premier. Also, I like to give you. Pete Rock now. Pete Rock is one of the best in the game. You know, he's been in the game for a long time as well. Pete Rock is Pete Rock. He's one of my favorites of all time, and I love his style of hip hop. They've got that jazz fuse, jazz and hip hop infused with jazz, you know. And so Pete Rock, Pete Rock is one of his real name is Peter Phillips. He was born 21st, 1970. Better known by his stage name, Pete Rock. Is an American record producer, DJ, and rapper. He rose to prominence in the early 90s as one of the critical acclaimed groups, Pete Rock and TL Smooth. Pete Rock he's worked with groups such as Static Sonic, Gangsta, A Tribe Called Quest. Also, he is recognised as one of the greatest of all time, and it's often mentioned alongside DJ Premier and RZA and GZA as one of the mainstays of 90s East Coast hip hop production. Pete Rock is also the older brother and younger cousin, respective rapper and rap Bluver and Heavy D. So the genres that Pete Rock participate in is East Coast hip hop, alternative hip hop, experimental hip hop, jazz rap, and turntablism. So yeah, he's been in the game since 1987. He's been in the game for a long time now. Over 30 years he's been in the game for. You know, he's worked with a lot of artists such as TL Smooth, Rap Bluver and Heavy D, Marley Marl, you know, DJ Ninth Wonder, Rakim, Nas, AZ, Wu-Tang, Power Munch, you know, Kanye West. You know, he's worked with a lot of people, you know. Pete Rock was born in the Bronx, New York. Yes, he was born in the Bronx, New York. He's there. To me, he's up there as one of the greatest producers of all time. He's been there in the game for a long time, and I love his music production style. Pete Rock builds his beats from samples, the majority of which are taken from obscure R&B, funk and jazz records. Early on in his career, he would also sample drum breaks such as Black Heat, Zimba Q for Heavy D and The Boys, Letter for the Future. Pete Rock heavily used the EMU SP 1200 as well as the Akai S950, later moving to using the MPT for his production. Pete Rock tend to use samples as palettes for his beats, often within the same song, while the techniques was applied long before Rock. On Dilla Soul's 3 Feet and High and Rising, or the work of the Bomb Squad, for example, Rock's work is distinctive for the way which he uses samples to achieve a heavy, hazy, drowning effects. He is also noted for his resulting bass and horn samplings and gritty sounding drums. His beats often sound as though they are being played from an old band record. He samples many of his sounds straight off these records. So yeah, that's true. And yeah, man, he's one of my favorites of all time. So he's got to be in my top 5. And this is in no particular order anyway, but it's my top 5 producers of all time. And so yeah, you got to get up again there, man. So yeah, it's top 5. And now I'll give you J Dilla. What can I say about J Dilla, man? Oh, this guy. J Dilla, when it comes to just putting something out the hat, I gotta get to J Dilla, man. Like, you don't need no vocals on his beats. Like, that's how different level J Dilla is on. Like, you can just listen to this instrument for hours and boy, you'll be cold, you'll be just chilling, you can like smoke a blunt with that. I love his beats, man. You need to go and check him out. And it's sad that he passed away over 12 years ago now. But his beats lived on, his music lives on. Everybody's always giving him credit. All other people always say that he's one of the greatest of all time, and I agree with them. He is. If you haven't heard his beats, you go and check them out. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna go more in detail into it now. Yeah, so J Dilla, James Dewance Yancey, who was born February 7th, 1974, passed away in February 10th, 2006. But J Dilla, he's also known as JD. He broke through in the mid-90s in the Detroit hip hop underground scene, and 1/3 of the acclaimed music group Sun Village. His up to lore at the NPR stated that he was one of the music industry's most influential hip hop artists, working with notable acts including The Tribe Called Quest, Dilla Soul, Busta Rhymes, Erykah Badu, The Roots, and The Far Side, Madlib, and Common. So the instruments that he used are turntables and samplers, drum machines, keyboards, bass guitars, synthesizers, drums, and guitars. So JD, he's so versatile as well. His beats were so versatile. You hear that straight out streets track. You hear like a jazz hip hop type track, a soul, soul type track. Yeah, he was so versatile, man. This guy was, and he worked with a lot of artists as well, such as, like I said earlier, he worked with Black Milk, Busta Rhymes, Common, Dilla Soul, Erykah Badu, Madlib, FM Doom, The Far Side. He worked with a lot of people, you know. So he's a talented producer, and yeah, I recommend him to anyone out there to go and check him out. So you need to listen to him as well. You know, he came from a very musical background, you know, because you know his mother, Maureen Mark, is a former opera singer, and his father, Dwight Yancey, was a jazz bassist. His mother said that he could match pitch perfectly harmony, which he was a pre-verbal infant, along with a range of other musical genres. Yancey developed a passion for hip-hop music after transferring from Davis Aerospace Technical High School to Persons High School. He met the classmate T3 and Baton and became friends with them through their mutual interest in rap battles. The three formed a rap group called Sun Village. He also took up beat making using sample tapes decks at the center of his production. During his teenage years, he stayed in the basement along in order to train himself to produce beats with his growing record collection. So yeah, JD's up there. So yes, that's another one. JD is one of my DJ Premier, Pete Rock, JD, man, they're three so far that I've named, and I'm gonna give you now. Dr. Dre. What can I say about Dr. Dre, man? In terms of the catalogue, he probably has the biggest catalogue of the artists that I've already mentioned, and I will mention later. This catalogue is bigger than everybody else. You know, the artists that he put through. For the artists that Dr. Dre put through, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, like NWA as a group, like the shit that he produced one of the groundbreaking hip hop classic album of all time. Straight out of Compton, like this guy, Snoop motherfucking Dogg. This guy worked with some of the best rappers in the game. I can't even, you know, he's a legend. He's a straight out legend. A living legend, Dr. Dre is, you know. So yeah, he's on my top 5. What can I say about Dr. Dre, bro? You know, he's the CEO of Aftermath Entertainment, Beats and Electronics, and most provably co-owner of Death Row Records. He has produced albums for and overseen the careers of many rappers, including Tupac, The DOC, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Exhibit, Nocturno, 50 Cent, The Game, Kendrick Lamar. He is credited as a key figure in the crafting and popularizing of the West Coast G-Funk. Yeah. Paved the way for that, man. His rap style synthesizes bass with slow, heavy beats. As of 2000, he is the third richest figure in hip hop. You know, Began his career as the member of the world-class Wrecking Crew. He found fame with influential gangster rap group NWA with Eazy-E, Ice Cube, MC Ren, and DJ Yella, which popularized explicit lyrics in their rap to detour the fans of the street life. His 1992 solo debut album, The Chronic, released on the Death Row Records, made him one of the best-selling American performing artists of 1993, and earned him a Grammy for the single Let Me Ride. That year, he produced Death Row's label mate Snoop Dogg's quadruple platinum debut, Doggy Style, and Manson produced a success his stepbrother Warren G, leading to the multiple platinum debut at Regulate G-Funk era in 1994, and Snoop Dogg's cousin Daz Delinga, leading to double platinum debut Dog Food by the Dog Pound in 1995. In 1996, Dr. Dre left Death Row Records to establish his own label, Aftermath Entertainment, which he produced a compilation album, Dr. J Presents Aftermath, in 1996, and released a solo album in 2001. Read a solo album 2001, not the end of the year, but the name of the title of the album 2001 in 1999. During the development, Dr. Dre focuses production of other artists, occasionally contributing vocals. Dr. Dre signed Eminem in 1998 and 50 Cent in 2002, and co-produced their albums. He won 6 Grammy Awards, including Producer of the Year. Dr. Dre had acting roles in movies such as Set It Off, The Wash, Training Day. Rolling Stones ranked Dr. Dre on his 56th list of their 100 greatest artists of all time. Dr. Dre, he's done everything, man. He's done everything, man. To me, he's a legend, bro. A living legend. To me, he's one of the best producers of all time. To me, I think people like Dilla and people like them, all around, technically more gifted in terms of their production skills. But when it becomes just putting people on and making he has the biggest impact out of them all. But in terms of impact, nothing can compare to him. He has the biggest impact. His catalogue's the biggest catalogue that any producer in my eyes. HipHop producer, I'm saying. It's one of the biggest catalogs out there. So yeah, man. And also, I gotta give you now I want to give you RZA. He's one of my he's one of my favorite dudes of all time. RZA, he's the brains of Wu-Tang. He's the brains. He didn't want to put all the Wu-Tang together. It was his idea to put everything together. He had a structured plan that he wanted to do, and he achieved it. So I'm gonna go in RZA now. RZA was born Robert Fitzgerald Diggs, July 5th, 1969. Better known by his stage name RZA. He's a prominent figure in the hip-hop. RZA is the de facto leader of Wu-Tang. He has produced almost all of Wu-Tang's albums, as well as many Wu-Tang solo and Fish Lake projects. He's a cousin of 2 other original Wu-Tang members. And that includes RZA and Old Dirty Bastard. Rest in peace, Old Dirty Bastard. He also released solo albums under the alter ego Bobby Digital, along with executive producing credit for side projects. Prior to forming the Wu-Tang Clan, RZA was a member of the horrorcore group Grey Diggers, where he went by the name of the RZA Rector. RZA has been heavily involved in filmmaking since the late 1990s. So also, I would like to give you, the score placed him on the list of 20 greatest producers in the magazine of the 20-year history. The Vibe listed him among the top 8 greatest hip-hop producers of all time. NME placed him on their list of 50 greatest producers ever. So instruments that he played, he can also rap as well. He was producing his keyboards, the guitar, and also the sampler. He's been in the game since 1989. It's come 30 years now he's been in the game. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? Also, in 1990, Diggs formed a new group with his 2 cousins. They named the group Wu-Tang after the 1983 Kung Fu film Shaolin and the Wu-Tang. As part of the group formation, each member choose a nickname for themselves. Diggs chose RZA based on the nickname that he had been given by the fans of his music, RZA Rakim, which in turn it was based on a song by All In Together Now, Pizza Pumping All, as well as Diggs' graffiti tag, RZA. He created a background for RZA, stating that the name stood for ruler, zig zag zig, Allah, which further translates into ruler, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, Allah, when using the supreme alphabet. So yeah, Wu-Tang Clan released their single Protection Net in December 92. Master Killer then joined the group in 1993, becoming their 9th member. They released their debut album, Enter the Wu-Tang Federation, in November 1993. RZA operated as the Wu-Tang's de facto leading producer the group's songs and decided who would get placed on which track. So he also was part of the group Grave Diggers in 1994-96, their solo project Round 1. As each of their group members embarked on a solo career, RZA continued to produce nearly everything Wu-Tang released during the period 1994-96, which includes both composing, arranging and instrument tracks, as well as overseeing the creative process. RZA ruled over the clan, but at this time described in 2004 Wu-Tang manual book as a dictation. He also released a hit single of his own in the form of Wu Wear, Garment Renaissance. The song was featured on the High School High soundtrack, and it was released to promote the Wu-Tang clothing brand, also Wu Wear. You know, so yeah, this guy's done everything as well, man. He's been in the game for like 30 years now. He's the legend. All those guys have brought something to the game. All have different styles. You know, all done a lot, all worked with legendary artists. They're all legends in my eyes, and they all have different styles. You know, I like it for different reasons. You know, I just like RZA being I love his beats. You know, got bass heavy, got bass strong, heavy bass line. You know, I need like a leader, he's a powerful guy that when he wants something, he'll go for it. You know, I like his style. You know, something like Pete Rock. I love his jazz and hip hop fusion together. Same with DJ Premier. I love his chops, the way he scratches and chops and samples those sample tracks onto his hip hop tracks. I like the way he sample it, the way he chops it up and stuff like that. People have different styles. Dr. Dre, you know, he was one of the breaking founders of the G-Funk era. You know, so you gotta give it to him for that. You know, and the artists that he worked with, I didn't have to even name them. You know. You know, I know too. So, you know, J Dilla, he was something else. Like, beats were so smooth and so relaxing. Like, if you had a bad day, you can listen to some J Dilla beats, just relax, smoke a Z, and you're out, you're there, just chilling. You don't even need a lyric for that beat. They all have something different about them, but they're all good, they're all talented. You know, that's why those 5 producers are in my top 5. You know, not in any particular order, but that's just my top 5. So there you go. That's my top 5, and I hope you like it. And you can comment down in the comment section what I should do next, what top 5 should I do next. Give music, anything, my favorite rapper or singer, whatever, anything. Get at me, man. Comment, let me know. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this first show of my new content. And yes, I'll keep delivering for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, press that bell, and thank you, and share also. And thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.